Hello and welcome. Right. Yeah, I'm not going to rush this one. No, I've determined we have a little bit of work left to do, which I sort of forgot about until after I finished the session, and that's that tiny windrow of straw, as I called it, on the field, which I keep forgetting what it's called. Yeah, this is the session where we'll be sauntering through and seeing how well we did. Um, but also, yeah, the session I lost, I was actually talking about expectations for FS25. Might touch on it a little bit in the last session. We were talking about what my expectations or and hopes were going forwards with the channel. And as always, I do always invite your comments, whether it's a bad idea, good idea, or what. And that's that I really do want to do hard economy because it's the one that Giant say is the most like real life, where the earnings are appropriate to what a farmer really would in real life be earning. So it's quite tough, which is true to life. It's not easy, it's not handed to them on a plate. Of course, if you've got a big farm and big equipment, all the rest, but you didn't just get to that big farm and big equipment without any efforts, something that a lot of people often forget. So yeah, it's my sort of expectations are I'm hoping to do that. So it's realistic, but I'm not sure if at the very, very beginning we're going to do that because that is a difficult one. You've got no, but again, it's not like we're novices to the game. It's going to be very similar. One of the conversations I had last sort of session, or the sessions that are lost, was basically about obviously, it took me a while to get used to the production side of FS22, and I'm sort of, I think I'm about there now. I mean, yeah, you think that, and then you make another breakthrough, but yeah, I'm using productions to their full quite a lot. I'm not an FS19 just a farmer anymore. I'm actually, yeah, a farmer and productions factories using the power productions a lot, the silo type productions to push things around the map, all those type of things, which I think make an FS22 farmer in inverted commas, yeah, because it's not as it used to be, really. I was going on about the expectations, obviously the equipment and everything's. I would like to do a bit of modding. I've started to do a little bit. I'm going to start small, like a lot of modders do, and like build up from that. I'll probably be using the Giants models as a lot of modders have to begin with, and adding functions to those based upon like factories and tweaking a little bit. And then I won't be doing it properly. I'm going to like do it to the model properly. But yeah, I've got we've got one on this, but that's just altering an existing giant sort of mod with prices and all that type of thing. So I'd like to do my own line. But yeah, mainly I'm not departing from content. I actually love this. It is a hobby. I really do enjoy creating content. I was thinking earlier about making the mod, and that's hard. That's more like work. It reminds me of like my job, like scripting and all the rest of it. That is a part of IT, but yeah, so it's not so much fun. Although I'm hoping that I do get bitten by that, and you never know. You could end up making a map. It's you never know. But I'm more thinking about mods like not so much tractors and things like that. I think everyone else has got that covered. But I'm thinking more buildings and factories and things like that, which they interest me a lot. So I'd like to eventually, a bit like Omatana did, where she started with just the Giants things and 82 Studios in FS22 anyway, and then they like developed their own and made their own things. I think Omatana, in my personal opinion, when I consider the mods that she did to begin with and the ones she's doing now, she's often tweaking, yeah, Giants equipments, and I like these. Yeah, this very one really, it's not her own piece of work. But when I consider the farm supply production, again, it started off as a Giants building and she added the functions. Still not an easy thing to be a modder. There's a real science behind it, but that is the easiest way to start with somebody else's building. And their farmer Jeb and all the others may have adjusted these, or that might be a unique one, but a lot of the factories you will notice are Giants ones that are in the base game, and modders use it and adapt it. So apologies. Yeah, I thought the front door had gone downstairs, but it hadn't. Yeah. So where were we? Yes. Yeah. It's being a modder isn't easy at all, but you can start sort of easy-ish. Like I think a lot of things, if I'm honest, as a player of the game, a lot of the things I miss were simple things, really. Like the Lord filled a big need in my personal game in FS22 with his pack, the farm supply pack, or farm was it farm supply pack? I think it was. That's got so many fantastic things, and it's nothing special. What I mean is, it's not groundbreaking. It's just reasonably priced, good produce that is really useful, and I tend to use that rather than the 82 Studios because a lot of people want you to go to the shop, and the other thing is it also saves you money even on the 82 Studios. It's so reasonable. So things like that, I find things like front boxes, again, not groundbreaking stuff, but just really useful to me personally. And so I'm like thinking, well, I don't need to go massive or monstrous. Doesn't mean to say I won't fancy doing a tractor or something like that if I feel strongly about it. But yeah, to begin with, I'm going to like start small. But yeah, for the channel itself, as in like content-wise, yeah, I'm starting to do the graphics. You'll notice sort of really quite. I've literally gone to max 4K, but I'm also I'm trying to make the most and like home in a little bit more. Because I'm a terror for like being very far out where you can't even. I've said this lots of times. It's no good having 4K content if you're not sort of showing the detail. I mean, you can see you focus on the field now, the weeds to a real great effect. The muck on the tractor, all those type of things are really good quality. Even the shine on the metal in the sunlight at times, I do really like that. Right, that's it. So it's 15 tons, even less than I thought. I think that's it all. There might be one more row just there. Well, no, there's two. Yeah, but it is. I knew it was about 20 odd tons. It's not a lot. It really is very feeble in the stakes of straw as it goes. But again, I didn't want to. Like, it's still 20 tons of straw that I missed. I didn't want to. Yes, in the grand scheme of things, it wouldn't matter if I missed this. It's really not going to do a lot. But that's to me to finish it as best as I can. I'm going to go over to the farm. We're selling the cows not because I want to sell the cows, but it's just one of the best ways to also speed it up. But also, it is true, I never used to do that. But they are an asset, one that does actually bring in quite a lot of cash. I mean, they're not. It's not ideal to sell some of them now, but nevertheless it is good. So let's do this properly. I'm not selling the factories because you lose value on them and that already. Although obviously they have got a value. So although I don't put that down, it has a value and it has an intrinsic value. But I'm not going to count that. And I'm just if we do that every let's play, then we're playing by fair rules because that's the way. Oh, I think I'm going to hit that. Yeah. It's then as long as you play by the same rules. But as I said, going forwards, I'd like to go hard economy. I may, in the very first instance on FS25, go easy with myself and go normal to begin with. But I don't think so. I'd like to try hard. If I crash and burn, I crash and burn. It's one of those things. I mean, it all depends on how much Giant Shake FS25 up, where it's a completely different beast from FS22, then obviously at that point I may reconsider for a little while until I adjust, really. So yes, of course, I mean there's the added thing that you've only got base game prices. We may or may not have the sales. If we haven't got the sales, it's going to add a degree of toughness that is, especially if you're on hard economy and you're not earning very well, it is, I may, or we'll see, we'll play it by ear. I'm not gonna be like rigid and say, oh, I'm gonna do this definitely when that's a bad idea. I don't want to saddle myself with rules that are just gonna make it boring. It's just too difficult and everyone's like, oh, this is rubbish. But also it can add an element of difficulty if it is difficult. It's not just because I've got to be honest, a normal economy, when you get better and you understand the game, you can get really good at normal economy, and it's hard not to make profits, which is the whole idea of the game, really. It's not supposed to be. Can we? If I switched, oh, I'm on the wrong one. I was going to say the icons aren't there. Right. Okay then. So let's get rid of the cows. 148 cows. So we're 28 over what we select, and maximum of. We're selling, aren't we? Yes. Let's go to 60. It's a weird canny beast the way that this works, really. Always throws me out. Right, so even that has brought in an awful lot of cash. It really has. Now, obviously, they're worth more to us, and we would continue to grow our herd, but it slows you down in what we're doing. So, going to do the same with the hens, not for the money, no. But obviously, the eggs are there remaining on. Yeah, they are what they are, and it's going to show up on the tally. So we're not. Oh, wow, badly even into it. All right, so chickens. So yes. Now let's see how big we go. 14s. Fantastic. And then that way, yeah, a couple of grand, not bad for chickens really when you consider it. An awful lot, a shed load of eggs that we've got there as well, which is all going to like sort of show in the tally. But with the animals, they really did bring in a lot of cash, so that is quite amazing. Obviously, the businesses though are still going to like tick down. That is true. We're just so now that is what we've got. I'm going to screenshot that so I know exactly what the money is that we have actually got. 462192. And what we're going to do now is inject some cash and upgrade these, or basically pay ourselves back for what we're going to do, because we need to upgrade these so that they are, again, this is just a tool. We wouldn't do this in the Let's Play, but it does speed things up for trying to process. Now the farmer Jeb needs no such help, but the farm supply production is going to need, yeah, that can be switched off now. We don't need any of that. But we do the straw silage. If we upgrade this, no, that's not what we want to do. We need to be on outputs to which will be 480 odd tons, and farm productions is a level 1. Again, it does. How much does that do? 2,400 times 8. How much is that one? 2,400 times 6 is what it produces. So that's quite a 6, about 12, 14 tons. It's not the biggest. Same again, and pretty much the same again. So they're not really stupendous. Let's keep the tally up though. That was 22,000, I think. I'll check in editing if I'm wrong. So 22,000 for the upgrade of that one. Now we want to upgrade that one. So we want to go to farm productions, outgoing, and it's 33,000, yes. I think we're going to do that twice. Which will be at the bottom. Let's do it. Let's keep it current because it gets too complicated otherwise. 33,000. I think we're going to need it again because it's not a real powerhouse. That it's going to be a bit of a chugger, and we do need to get it to do quite a bit. So let's do that again. It's got a lot of yes. So 36,000. Yeah, because we are only using this as a tool to speed things up. That's all we're doing it for. I think one more. I really do still think 39,000. I think we'll stick at that. 12, 39. And we need to do the other farm supply production. Hold on. No, we've done it. Yeah, that's right. So we want the windmill one, or did I do the farm? That's a level 4. That's a level 2. That's a level 2. We did that already. We don't need to upgrade that. This is the other one, the windmill. So this is, yeah, 22. I don't think we need any more than that. 22. So that's everything upgraded. If we go through till tomorrow, we've not slowed down now by the animals. We've also need to do the French dovecotes because that likewise is, it's going to do about 53, about 58 tons a day, which is going to be almost 8 months. We cannot do that at all. We need to do that more. Oh, huh? Upgrade. Wow. That's actually doing the, we'll have to do it with this away. Yeah. Wow. So let's do it another time. 14 and 15, 29,000. 29,000. And how much does it do now? About 90 tons a day. So that's 4 months. Let's do that a bit more. No. We need to upgrade it that way. Yeah, 16,000. I know I make mistakes. That's why I'm trying to do it one at a time so that we keep out any kind of discrepancy because it's hard to re-record something that's like a mistake. So that's about 100 tons a day, still about 4 months. It's going to take an awful lot to make that much, much better. So we're here for a maximum of 4 months. I'm not going to worry about selling things because the time saving stock check would tell me when I would sell at my best, and that was still going to keep that tally at its best once it's all processed. So it's better we can all leave it there, and it will tell us how much the max value is, and we would sell it at max value. So it will tell us like what. But obviously, there's things that we need to process at the minute, and that type of stuff. So we will go, yeah, we'll go through till the morning. Let's just also check the. I will, as I said though, I will buy anything for the farm that we need. Like if we did get the TN, I always forget TN's number. Yeah, the thing that would make it better for us, then we will do. Ooh, we should be going through to 9. I've slipped back to 8. My bad. I mean, the chances of getting that are obviously very, very slight. If we got the Anderson, again, that's something else I would treat us to because it's something we really would make use of. Another one of our beautiful balers, exactly the same one that we've got, although it might be one that someone else has made. Ooh, converted. Yeah, it's got actually the additional horse stuff. But we don't need anything of that, not at all. Now 621337. Now we are selling some of our things, but again, that is all genuine. We've all done everything that we've got to do. So then, how are we doing on the processing? That's all we're here to do. We know that this is going to like tick down. Yeah, it's got through about 70 tons. We were halfway through the day, so it's not a true. Now then, yeah, it's going down all of its manure. This is going to be the one that we might have some manure left over. We might have to work that out, but manure's not worth a lot. So herbicide we haven't been selling, so we ought to now put that on sale. All of them actually. All my life, that's going to bring an awful lot of cash. Someone's been forgetting. Yeah, I switched it on, didn't I, without actually. So this is going to bring an awful. And we've also got some straw as well. Let's distribute that. And let's sell that. So we're going to get quite a big bang tomorrow morning when we sleep. Yeah, that's right. And we want to check the farmer jab to see. So that's not bad. It would have cost us about 100,000 to upgrade it to that kind of level, though, to be making as much cash as it is going to. Yeah, basically, it's going to make us a shed load. Straw silage, 609 tons. How much have we got left to process? 570. And in the other one, we have 353 tons of straw left to process. So by the morning, this should be running out soon. And the sugar beet, we're now going to say to the sugar not to go across. Yeah, storing pig food. We don't need to. We're going to stay storing now. Yeah, because we can see the value of it in the time 7 stock check, so it's not going to get lost. It will tell us all of these things. So we're nearly out of. Yeah, it's on those little tiny bits that process very slowly now. So we switch that off. We don't need that anymore. And the water's not going to distribute. We don't need anything anymore. So we're going to go through till tomorrow morning. Oh, did we check that? Yeah, we did. We did check the sales. And no, it's got to be 8. So we've gone and made the mistake of going backwards, as you do sometimes. Switch my light on as well. It's a bit dingy. Yeah, there is one thing I'd like to check, and that is that those lights are working in the farmyard, because I never really saw them. Oh, going the wrong way. I think they are. I'm sure I can actually see them. Can I? How do I get out? It's like that, in the middle of the house. Yeah, it's obviously in some ways this is perfect. There's always a light on with the Omatana, the farm supply production. We can see. Oh, you can see it. Fantastic. So we finally get to see. Switch the light off. How good those spotlights actually are. Not quite all the way down the yard, but then there's the milking place has got a bit of a light. And I'd just like to, yeah, and there's a bit of a light on this, and then obviously as we walk up towards that floodlit bit, this top bit of the yard is really quite good. So not bad. So you can go for those giants, really, those real monsters, but I think my positioning was alright actually. I'm quite pleased with that. And what is on sale today? A beautiful power level. We've got a very nice harvester, really. Yeah, we don't need it. No header still. In amazing. 827,657. How much have we got left to process this morning? I'm not going to worry about the canola oil. It is a little bit, because the canola was still, I think it still shows up, but it's going to tick down while we're talking anyway. So these are pretty much as they should be, all of them. This is now switched, is finished. This sugar may or may not show in our tally. This is, yeah, again, we were talking about tiny weeny amounts of straw that's left in that one. They're a bit more than a tiny bit, but it is straw. It's not worth a terrible. It's close enough. I'm happy. If this is done everything it needs to do, which, what is it running out of? Yeah, we're there. That's, yeah, all of them are done as much as they are done, and that we've earned a shed load of cash from it. This is going to crack on for a little bit longer. We're not going to run out of manure, that much we can see. So that, I don't know if that's going to show in the tally or not, but that's the only thing that might be a bit of a. Now that's, yeah, but I suppose that's just going to add to the manure. So do we worry about that? Let's do it properly. Let's go through. It's not, the only thing is we're getting a tick up from the obviously the monthly amount from our generator, but it's fair. We're not like cheating. We're not going forwards to just make that, to balloon that figure. We are actually processing stuff, so therefore we have got to go forward in time to that point where that is. Do we? I think we'll forget that. Yeah, it's yeah, and it's also building up, so it's done all that it's got to do. So the methane's, we don't need methane for that. Slurry's nearly down, digestive's nearly down, so I would say we probably one more month. And then I would say we've used pretty much everything that we've got on hand, and we can look to see how well we actually did. Now, obviously, we can't sell our fields because some of them have got production, some, but we can still do a rough tally of how much we've got in fields, those additional ones. So we beat a mill. I'm pleased with that. Maybe we'll get one more month, but I'm going to leave it. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Obviously, there's 1,000,000 litres of manure. Wow, it's a phenomenal. Really is. If we took that to the slurry yard, we would make a lot of cash. We really would. But we're not going to sort of do it like that. So switch that off. The straw silage is still processing a teeny weeny amount. But yeah, so then, that canola's still ticking down. 2,000 litres. Right, how well did we do in total? So on hand, we processed pretty much everything. We have got 511,000, even on hard economy. 2,629,910 litres. I'm happy to leave it at that. I don't mean it funny. We could make millions out of producing fertilizer from that, but I'm happy with that. It's not inflated. It's just legitimate. Yeah, silage, that's the biggie. Sunflower oil 79,000, canola oil 67,000, solid fertilizers. That's yeah, with it. We've got to include it. The pop is 39,000, chickpeas of quite a poor 9,000, but it was only one field. 10,000 profit from a field isn't a terrible amount, really. So then, we're almost at 2 mil. This is hard economy and plus whatever fields are worth and the farm is worth. So how much would it all sell for if we sold the whole shebang? 463, 533, 610, just to be 610, 810,000. Obviously, we're not including the productions. So really, just shy of 3 million, we finished a hard economy let's play. So I'm quite pleased with that. That's not bad. Beautiful farm. Massive shout out to, well, Marv really, but obviously the original map maker as well, because it's a beautiful map. It is very, very, very authentic, and I've got to be honest and hand on heart say I like the design. I'm not a massive fan of this kind of shed, but it's still, you can make it work like we've done. You can put your things at angles and get to your stuff as long as you sort of do it like that. Beautiful. There's plenty of space. Do love it. I even like that. The only thing I didn't like was the amount of banners, although we didn't go very far beyond the amount that we were set. It was still nice to have that limit taken up. So that's my only sort of thing. That generator was obviously fantastic. Our equipment was good. That's a point. Oh, finally a 12-meter header. Oh, beautiful saddle track, and it is the real saddle track. Do you know, we're going to buy that. Absolutely, yes. 12-meter header, quite respectable. I'll be honest, I think it would suit this farm a bit better than the 13.7, and it makes very little difference because the gateways are a bit tight, so I would say that's about perfect. So obviously I'm not including all of the equipment we've got in that, so just shy of 3 million, not including productions, businesses and stuff like that. But if we sort of came out of farm here, we would have made 3 million-ish on this 227. It is a definite amount that we would have earned on this farm. So yeah, absolutely thoroughly enjoyed my time on the map. And all that remains to be said really is massive shout out to you, the viewers and subscribers, for actually watching. Yeah, without your patronage, I wouldn't have I wouldn't say a job because I don't get, yeah, that suggests payment, and I do it out of love, really. I do enjoy making the content, I truly do. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching, and I hope you're going to stick with me on other journeys. And I hope you're going to join me on FS25. I do. As always, always welcome comments from yourselves, whether it's guidance, whether things you'd like to see in FS25, or things that you don't like to see, and things that I already do. And yeah, always like pointers to see, what you, the viewers, sort of think I really do appreciate that, truthfully. Yeah, all the guidance as well. Never think that I'm, yeah, tips, lots of tips I've been given over the years from you viewers and subscribers of ways to do things and tips on equipment that you think I might know, but I might not. It's true, I might not. So, yeah, always welcome comments from yourself. So, for the final time, I'm going to say on this particular Let's Play, goodbye for now.